Tracker's color-coded nails, the structural fastener identification system. Nails are a very important connection and have different performance characteristics depending on the size and how they are made. This presentation was designed to inform and educate the unsuspecting public of the importance a nail has to a structure. From the bottom plates to the roof sheeting, nails fasten each of the structure's components together. Long after the framers are gone, it's the nails holding the framing together. How important is the nail? It is the most critical connection. Design performance values of a structure will be compromised if the wrong nails are used. The load value of each piece of lumber is translated to the structure through nailed connections. They have a lateral load value and a withdrawal load value. Different nails will achieve different values. Substituting a smaller nail than what is called out on the plans will result in a load reduction. This load reduction can be significant and can cause structural problems if it is not noticed and is left uncorrected. In days gone by, nails were not a problem. Framers used 4 basic sizes, all common nails and all driven by hand. Today, we have a variety of nails, all with similar terminology but different values. We have over 4 different nails called 16D. There are at least 5 different nails called a 10D and several different nails called an 8D. The nail gun has proven to be a valuable tool, making nailing jobs faster and more efficient. A typical framing gun is able to drive a full range of nail sizes. This was made possible by keeping the head size of gun nails the same, regardless of the length or diameter of the nail. You can see how the different nail sizes change the load values achieved. All the expense invested in good engineering designs, premium lumber, and the best hardware can be useless if the specified nails are not used. Studies have found that major damage and/or building failures are not caused by poor design, but poor construction practices and nonconformance to building codes. There is clearly a need for improved, in-process quality assurance methods. How do you know the right nail was used when the nail heads are all the same size? There is a lack of a practical method for identifying the size of installed nails. We want to make sure the correct lumber is used, so we stamp every piece. Hardware is tested, and the approval numbers are not just on the box, they are stamped into the metal of every piece. But ultimately, the lumber and the hardware's value is determined by the nail. It is virtually impossible to tell the size of a nail, the quality of the fastener, or if it's been code approved once the nail has been driven. Until now. Tracker's color-coded nails are code recognized, reduce mistakes, increase quality and value, allow faster inspections, break the language barrier, save time and money, and protect against lawsuits. This is an LPT4 anchor. When you're attaching it to the foundation or rim joist, you can use a 1.5 by 131 nail. However, if you're going through sheeting into the foundation, you are required to use a 2.5 by 131. How would you be able to know if there wasn't a tracker system being used? A licensed trackers manufacturer has to meet the ASTM F1667 standards. With billions of nails coming into this market, it is imperative we make sure they are code recognized. Otherwise, we are going to end up with nails that don't meet the minimum dimensional standards, or could fail because they don't meet the minimum bend yield requirements. There are tolerance allowances, and what you see written on the box might not be what you get. Most manufacturers will make nails at the low end of the tolerance to save money. The actual cost of nails in a standard structure is less than 1/10 of 1%. However, their value to the structure is worth much more. The nail is invaluable to the structure. It is your last defense against lateral and withdrawal forces that could cause failure. Failure can come about because of all sorts of events. Even the natural settling of the home can put undue stress on the nails. Will they perform as they were intended? Let's not forget that the slightest movement can cause failure. Excessive movement and settling shows up as stucco cracks and splits in drywall seams. If the nails are smaller than what was specified, will they withstand this movement? Trackers is the revolutionary system that will make sure the correct nails are used, the intended load values are achieved, and all of the nails are code recognized. Engineering firms have seen the value of trackers and are specifying them in their plans. All segments of our industry can benefit from this system. We have contractors that are using trackers as a quality control measure to secure current work and attract other builders. Engineers can now make sure the right 16D is used for framing and the right 10D or 8D is used for sheeting. Engineers include trackers in their structural details and reference trackers' colors throughout their drawings to clarify fastener callouts. Builders specifying trackers' color-coded nails in the scope of work eliminate fastener substitutions and ensure full value of the structural design. Inspectors can now walk the job and see that the right nail was used in each application. If it was your home, wouldn't you want the connections to be correct and the intended values achieved? We think so. The tracker system is useful to many different fields in the construction process. Here are just some of the companies that have embraced the trackers system.